Welcome back everyone to the third part of this tutorial. Alright, so in this tutorial we are going to continue from where we stopped in the last lesson. Alright, so the last lesson we were able to create the welcome page and the code, and also create the devin and the code for the devin. Alright, so if I should run the code now, let's see what we have done so far. So go. Welcome to the Beetle Ultimate Race. Hey Eraser, what's your name? I will type my name here, Ayomide. Alright, so I just typed my name. Welcome Ayomide. Let's get started. Fantastic. So after he's done doing this now, the next thing we're going to do is to make him hide, because we don't want him to stay here forever. So what I will just do right now is to go to my looks and then do hide. So it's going to hide. Let me run it again. Welcome to the Ultimate Beetle Race. Yes, just type rubbish there. Click on this check. Welcome DSS. Let's get started. Fantastic, and it is gone. It's gone rather. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is the start button. If you could remember in the main project that we have a start, this click me to start. Yes, so that is what appears after devin appears. So that is what we are going to click on to start the game. So we're going to do that right now. So to create that, we need to come to our sprite. So paint a sprite, painting a new sprite. So we will draw a big rectangle like this. Alright, so draw it like this. After you have drawn it, now next thing you need to do is to now do the typing. So before you do the typing, we're going to draw a big square again, but this time around, can you see that you're not seeing the color? You're not seeing the square, you're only seeing the black line. So the reason is because we are drawing this shape which is color purple on a purple, so we won't see the color because they are both the same color. So what we do in this instance is to click on this arrow button. When you click on it, come to fill, then change the color to color green. Yes, color green. Okay, or you can just decide to choose any color that comes to your mind, but make sure that you choose a very good color. Alright, so next thing I will do is, okay, let me see, let me make it smaller a little bit. Alright, so I'll click on the text now, then go and change the fill color of the text. Click inside, then change the fill color of the text to color white like this. Then come here and then type click me to start like this. After you have done that now, then come down, come and type start, a big start. Just type start here. When you have done that, click on the arrow, then enlarge this start, make it bigger like this. Alright, so what I will do right now, I will click on this T and then change the handwriting to like if I see curly. Okay, I think this curly makes sense, so you can decide to choose anyone you want. Let me see this starts. No, I think I like that curly. Yes, this curly starts. Fantastic. So this is the start button. So when I click on it now, it should take me to the main game. So I want to do something also. This black line that I'm seeing here, I don't really like it, so I can change it by just clicking on this arrow, click on the shape, then come to the outline. Then I can change the outline, maybe to like yellow. Let me see another one that makes sense. Okay, I think it makes more sense now. So next thing I will do is to write the code. Now What I want to do is I want it in a way that anytime I click on a green flag, see for example now, I click on the green flag, I can't see the welcome page, I can't see Devin, I'm only seeing this. Can you see? So and this Devin should be appearing right now, but it's not appearing. I can only see A Razor, what's your name? So that's not what I want. I want this start. Okay, let me change the name from start sprite 1 to start. Yes, this start to be hidden when welcome and Devin are still displaying. So what I will do right now is to go to my green flag. When green flag is clicked, I want this start to hide. So I go to hide. Fantastic. So hide. So when it is hidden, alright, so let me click on the green flag now. Can you see it is hidden now? The Devin comes in. Let's get started. Alright, so can you see, I want it after Devin is done, I want this start to come up immediately. Now to achieve that, all I just need to do is to go to Devin, and then I will come down here. After Devin is hidden, I want to broadcast something. I will go to my event and then I will see broadcast message 1. Now this broadcast is like calling a code. Now for example, now we don't have any code. Now I want to broadcast a code, so I'm going to come here, new message, and then type a new message there, which is start. Now this start, I want to call this start, but this start is a code, so we are going to give this start a code. But I come to this start here and then say when I receive start. Now when Devin hide, Devin is calling to this start that is here. Are you with me? So when I receive start, what should happen? I will come to this place and then do show. Let's see. So what happened right now is welcome to the ultimate Beetle race. Then Devin appears and then Devin say what's your name? I type my name here. Alright, then can you see what happens? It's hide. Oh, when I receive start, it should be show. Show, not show. Yes, let's see. Welcome to the ultimate Beetle race. AY, yeah, hello, welcome AY. Let's get started. Fantastic. Can you see? So after Devin is hide, it broadcasted start, and then this is the start here. When I receive start, show. So that means when Devin calls start, when he broadcast start, then the start should what? Show. That's what we are written here now. Now what should now happen right now? Now we are going to write a code that says when this sprite clicked, that is when we click on this start, this is the sprite start. When we click on it, what should happen? We want to broadcast a message that says display all. So I will come to this broadcast start and wait, and then click on new message and then type display all there. Display all. So now this display all is also a broadcast. Are you seeing it? Display all, then hide. Now this broadcast is what we bring back all our code. Now let me run it now. Welcome to this. Okay, let's put. Now this is what we should do. When this sprite is clicked, let's make it hide first. Run the code again. Welcome to the ultimate Beetle race. Hey Razor, what's your name? I'll type my name there. AY. Welcome AY. Let's get started. Click me to start. Bam. Can you see? When I click on it now, it disappears. So I said display all. What are the things that is going to display? Now it's going to display all the sprites we are going to be using for this game. Now the first one we need to build now is the road. We start with the road, bring in the Beetle, bring in the blockage. Are you with me? This is where the game starts getting let's say tougher. Okay, now first thing I need to do right now is to go to my backdrop, then paint a new sprite again. Okay, should we, okay, no, let's just use thinking of something. Okay, let's use a backdrop. Let's paint a new backdrop. So this time around we will rename the backdrop to road. So just come to this costume, then rename it as road. Alright, so we are going to draw the road now. I'll use this brush tool to draw it. I will change the size of the brush tool to like, I'll type like 30. No, 30 is so small. Let me see, 100. Alright, so 100 makes sense. So if you could remember the road I have here for the game, so you can decide to draw yours. Can you see the road? Very simple and easy. Very simple and easy. So we also draw something like that. $100. Alright, so this is the road. Very simple. You can just decide to make yours as simple as mine, or if you want to make it more complicated, all the best. You can do anything you want. The road. Alright, so this is the road, like this. So if you decide to put other things, like for example, I can decide to change the color from purple by just clicking on the arrow, click on the road, then change the color to like other colors like black, like this. And then maybe I want to customize it and add a white outline to it, like this. But I'm going to change the size of this one to like 10. Then come to the center. Oh no, 10. Then come to the center and start drawing a line in between. Alright, so like this. Alright, so this is it. Can you see? So I just drew a line inside, just like the road is. Alright, so I think it makes sense like this. But you just want to leave it cool like this, you can just leave it like this. I can do here, just leave it like this. So but for mine, I'm just going to leave it like this. So you can decide to add other things to it that you think is right. Now what I'm going to do right now is to write some code for this backdrop. So make sure that you're clicking on the stage, and make sure that the paint spread that I did was for the stage. That's for the backdrop. So I'll click on the stage, then go for the code for the stage. If I click on the green flag now, see what's happening. Welcome to the, can you see that the stage is showing? I don't want the stage to show right now. So what I will do right now is to go to my events, then do when green flag is clicked, I want to add, to change. If you notice here, we have two backdrop 1 and then the road that I've just created now. Backdrop 1 and the road. So I'll go back to my code. I'll be saying switch to back, when green flag is clicked, switch to what? Backdrop 1 and wait. Can you see? That switch to backdrop 1. So and I want to do, when I receive display 1, display all, that remember we created a display all here that should broadcast display all. So when the stage receive display all, we want backdrop 2, which is, so bring switch to backdrop road. Can you see? Road and wait. Let's see. Green flag clicked. Welcome to the, yes, type my name there. welcome, blah blah blah. Let's get started. So click there. Can you see now it changed to backdrop 2? Fantastic. So let's proceed. Next thing we need to do right now is to bring our sprite, which is the Beetle itself. Alright, so I will go to my, oh, not here, go to my choose a sprite, then go and search for Beetle. So see Beetle here. So I will bring it in, drag it down like this. So for the Beetle, we're going to write some code for it, and the code like making the Beetle to work. When you click on the right click, it moves forward, left, right, like that. So the code we're going to write now is, now the size is very big, so what we're going to do to the size is using the code to change the size to being small. So we click on, when green flag is clicked, then what should happen? I want this sprite, which is the Beetle, to hide, because I want to click on the green flag, see right now, then blah 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 blah. Oh, I've clicked, because if I didn't put this hide, it's going to be showing throughout the whole game. I don't want it to be like that. That's why I put hide there, hide. So when will it show? I want it to show when it's received. I go to my event, when I receive, remember when I receive what? Fantastic, display all. Then I want this Beetle to what? To show. So remember where we created that display all is for the stats. That is, the stats should broadcast display all, and then when this one's receive them, then they cannot show. So when it's received display all, then show. Then after that, we're going to write forever. Now forever, we do if then. Now if then, what happens? If we click on the up arrow key, we want the movement, which is the Y position, to change by 10. The Y position by 10 is up. So if I go to my, let's see, welcome eraser, yes, type a name there, welcome, click, can you see? So if I click on the up arrow key right now on my keyboard, let's see, can you see it's going up? When I click on down, it's not coming down. Left, it's not going left. Right, it's not going right. Alright, so next thing I need to do is to go to my control again, and then do if then again, under the first if then. Remember, under, inside the forever, I will do key down arrow pressed, then change Y by -10, -10, like this. So if I click, let me try it again. Can you see it's going down and it's going up? So mine is going down and up. So also try yours. Next thing, I want you to go to the right and left. So now let me explain something to you on this scratch. Now we have the Y and X axis. Y axis is like this, goes up and down, and the X axis go from right to left. Now when you hear about right, you should always know that is positive, which is plus, and up is also positive, which is plus. Down is minus and left is minus. So which means when it's going to the right, it's going positive way. Up is positive, down is negative, and right left is negative. Now what you have done right now, when it was going down, we put minus here, which means it is going down, negative. Here it is plus, there's an invisible plus here, but we're not adding it, but there's an invisible plus there. That's why it's going to the up, that is positive. Now to go right now, all we need to do is to write similar code, like if then again, if then, bring it down here. So if then what happened? I'll come here, key right arrow pressed, then what should happen? I'll go to my sensing, and then I go to my motion, and then do change x by 10. So if I click on the right arrow key now, it's going to the right, up, down, but it's not going to the left. So what I will do next is write another code similar to that, and then do if again under the last if statement. So if key left arrow key pressed, then what should happen? I want change x by -10, like this. Do you see that? Alright, so if I click on the green flag, welcome to the ultimate Beetle race. Hey Reza, what's your name? Ayomide. Welcome Ayo. Let's get started. I click on the get started, and then I click up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, down arrow. Alright, so I want this to be, I want him to be rotating, because when I get to like the edge right now, I want it to be able to rotate so that I can turn to the right, turn reverse. So I want that also. So what I will do right now is to, okay, I will just start from the events, and then do when I receive display all. When I receive display all, then I want it okay, I will do another if then again. So I first do forever, then I do if then. So if what happen, if key A is pressed, you can decide to choose anyone. If the key A on my keyboard is pressed, then what should happen? I want this Beetle to rotate to the right, to the left rather, to the left. Let me see it. Can you see? It's rotating. And when I press the, and if key S is pressed, so I will go to my control again, then get another if then, bring it below this one. I will do if key S is pressed, then I want to turn this. Can you see? So let me see. A S, oh, for the S should be the other way around, like this one should be for the S, like this. Okay, fantastic. Can you see? It's turning now. Let's take for example, I'm going, yes, alright. So if you notice, the rotating is very much. So what we're going to do right now is to change this the 15 to like 3, this also to like 3, and then we come to the, so let me see, try to rotate now. Can you see? It's not much again. And then for this one too, for the up arrow, down arrow, we're going to change this one from 10 to 3, 10 to -3, this one to, oh sorry, -3, this one also to 3, and this one also to -3. Yes, so let's see. I think it's become better now. It's not moving that very fast again. Alright, so fantastic. So next thing we're going to do right now is to make this smaller, to make this sprite smaller. So how are we going to achieve that? To make him smaller, what we're going to do right now is we're going to write a code for it. Now before we write that code, I want us to do something very important, very important. Please pay attention to this. Now I want this sprite to automatically turn like this. So what are we going to do? I want him to turn this other way anytime we click on the green flag, not going to turn like this to the left. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a code that says when green flag is clicked, then I want this sprite to turn So I will change the direction, point in direction, can you see, like this, 190 degree. So if I click on my green flag now, welcome, blah 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 blah, enter, start. Can you see what the way it is looking like? So it's not turning to the left again, it's turning to the right. So make sure that you turn this to 90, or else it won't turn. If I change it to like, see, 180 now, see, can you see it's turned down. If I change it to like minus 90, that's left, can you see? If I change it back to 90, right. Alright, so next thing I want to do also is to change the size. So I'll come to looks, and then I will do set size to like, let's say 30. If I click on this, oh fantastic, I think it's better now. 30 makes sense, like this. Alright, so what I want to do also is, when it is going, I want it to be like it's working, to make it to be working, not just going like, it's scrolling. So I want it to be working. So to do that now, I will come to this costume, and then what I will do right now, when I come to the costume, I already see one Beetle here. I'm going to right click on this Beetle, right click on it, then click on duplicate. Then you have two Beetle, one Beetle 1, and then Beetle 2, just like this. Then what I will do is to click on this arrow for Beetle 2, then come to the leg, start shifting the leg, shifting the leg like this, bring it, take it from where they were before, bring it, like, just adjust it. Alright, so just shift the leg like this. Okay, when I'm done with that, what I will do next is go back to my code. So if I click on this now, nothing is going to happen, it's not going to work. Now to make it work right now, what I'm going to do is to go to my control and then do forever, next costume. So if I click on this now, can you see it's as if it's working now, but it's doing that very fast. So I'm going to go to control and then do wait 0.2 seconds, 0.2 seconds. Alright, so can you see it looks as if it's working now? It's not just it's as if it's working now. So can you see it's as if it's working now? So remember what we did. So we did costume, change this, duplicate this, and then change the leg position. That's what makes it. And then come back to the code, then write forever, next costume. So forever I should be changing from one costume to another, from this costume to another costume. Then wait 0.2 seconds before you change to the other costume. Alright, so having done that now, next thing we need to do right now is to write other codes. But you know what, I'm going to end this part here. Then in the next video we continue from where we stop here. Bye for now, see you in the next video.